Hey guys, welcome to a brand new series here on Embark Gaming, where we're going to be playing Planet Zoo, the console edition. Something a little bit different from my other games on my channel, but please, I hope you're going to bear with me. Do subscribe to Embark Gaming if you have not, as we make our way through what is meant to be a really good sort of park management game. I used to play the Zoo Tycoon games, so I'm quite excited, I have to admit, to be playing Planet Zoo. I think we should get straight in, don't you think? Can I change the difficulty? Why would I want to do that? It's a tutorial. I want to apologise though, I have got a bit of a cough at the moment, just coming out of the flu, so apologies if I lean over and have to die. Oh god, I'm setting myself off. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh dear. The load times are not great, even though it's on a PS5. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Wow.
Ah, heyo at Hematu.
What?
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpet. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prize, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off.
Bernie.
Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Wow, I love the design already.
There. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma, because we're about to get really hands-on.
Oh.
But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Well, I'm assuming that would be that one. How do I zoom in? No. R2. There we go.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
Yeah, I think so.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Hello. Look at the big dude. Zachary.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera from inside its information panel?
Okay, so it would appear the joysticks move the main camera and then the D-pad if you've got something open. I think, by the looks of it. Ah, that's a big bum.
See, now this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Have you? So zoom out. Yeah, but that doesn't seem that hard for me to find. So if I press L3, what does that do? Oh, it just gets rid of that. Okay, so what's a heat map? Oh! Okay. What? What are all these things? Okay, there is a lot more than there was in Zoo Tycoon.
Panthera Leo Leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions
It's a
are the
baby.
most social of the big
It's a
cats, and there
baby.
can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although prides of that size are pretty rare.
Oh my god.
As Bernie
Oh,
would
it's
say,
so evil.
those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Sorry, Nancy, I was not paying attention. I saw the poop. I saw the poop and it made me laugh. I think this is the empty one, right?
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something.
Probably
Well,
the animal.
two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Okay. So what's the difference between animal market and exhibit animal market? The fact there's nothing in there. That's not good.
There we are. A pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just select them and choose Adopt. Normally, the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
There'd be no accident about it, I'll be honest with you.
When you
Sent to
adopt
the
an
zoo.
animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat.
Can I-
Which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Could I just put them in like the lions enclosure and see what happens? And then how do I do it? There we go.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
That one?
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right,
Yeah,
let's get
look.
the warthogs' habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's in habitat. Oh, what's this? What was this do? Oh, wow. Wait. I can only seem to move it left and right. How do I... Ah! How do I move it the other ways then? Oh. Oh, there we go. No, I mean, do I just want to... Should I just put it over here? There we go. And then a water bowl somewhere over here.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy.
Oh, I bet they do.
Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Oh, big mud bath.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Wait, so why? Yeah, but you've got everything. Oh, I need to get you some food enrichment. Okay, well that's not really working. Oh wait, no. I'll go deal with the hippos or whatever after. I don't understand. I can understand why that's not good, but why's? Oh, you'd probably be all right in a minute, won't you? Are you going to be all right then? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. It takes a bit of time to catch up, and then whoa, it's very sensitive. Where are we going? Where are we going? Aha! I see the beam me up lights. Without a wall.
Before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause time for a moment.
Oh, that's not complicated at all.
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Okay, so how do I do that? Oh, okay, barriers. Gates. Where do we want it? Probably somewhere on the edge like that, right?
Right. Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
No, I want to use the barrier. Aha! Edit barrier. Can I just put it here? Ah, okay. I think I understand now. So, I want to put it as close to the corner as I can. That didn't work. How do I rotate it? No. I want to rotate it, but like, in a nice way. Okay. Deal with that later. Oh, it kind of auto-rotates, I think. Bingo!
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barriers.
Oh, I don't like that.
Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the
Yeah,
moment.
they can. Look.
At least not without a stepladder.
Yeah,
But seeing as
it's
they're
great.
banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
So I guess I just edit barrier, glass.
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a
That's
habitat.
not very good.
It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on. Because it makes them happy. And because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Okay. Fine. Facilities. Oh, so do I need them on the path or just off the path? I feel like I would want them... If this was my zoo, would I want them on the path? No, I'd probably want them off. Like that.
Before we adopt our ostriches, you should unpause time. After all, if time's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches.
Bang! Done it! I think.
Oh, by the way, as well as pausing time, you can also speed it up. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
That's awful. I'm sorry. It's a really bad design. Can I turn this one to glass? Will you let me turn this to glass? Oh, you're gonna make me do the ostrich thing, aren't you? Adopt, adopt, adopt. Oh, okay. And that one as well.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Do I want, like, 2 of those? I'll give him 2. Food and water. And the water trough. There. Yay!
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour?
Wow.
Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't find that so funny.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Okay.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Right. Yeah. I feel that that should be connected. Why is that not connected? Right. Can I hide it in here? Like, why is that not connected? Oh, have I got to put it a certain place? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Or do I want to hide it away slightly in there? I feel that that's probably a better place to put it. Like that. Oh, come on. I don't want it in the box. Fine. I don't like that at all.
This keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear.
Oh,
Something the
Nancy.
door facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects
You
need is
jest.
power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Yeah, but like, surely the guests are not going to like that. Oh my god, can I move anything a little bit more than that? Not really. Why is that an invalid rotate? What? Fine. Why is that an invalid rotation? Why? I don't understand. Why is it in what? I don't I really don't understand this. Why is it? What is invalid about it? What do you... Why? Does any of this matter?
Lovely
There we go.
work. Now the keepers can start using
What the hell
the
does
hut
that
to
mean?
prepare food. And thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos.
That's awful.
Let's get on to your
I'm
next
sorry.
objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Okay. That's really annoyed me, that has. Look at that, that's awful. Ah! Oh my god, what's that? Oh, that is cool as hell. Is there anything actually in here? Oh, there we go. Okay, we better crack on now. Nancy's gonna get angry.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Okay. Why do you want this hole in there? Sorry, but I'm gonna use a red brick one. Oh, crap. Can I move it? Okay, there we go. Oh, crap. How do I... Aha! No. Demolish. There we go. Edit barrier. No, 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 no. Go to that wall. Go to that one. No, no. There we go. Okay, maybe I should just follow what they've left for me. I'm going to try and absolutely maximize this for the tigers. Wait. Not a huge fan of this system of building fences at the minute. Doesn't feel very what would you say, like intuitive. Right. It feels a bit clumsy. Usually you can just sort of run them around. Okay, let's keep going down here then. So if I just go and put one in this corner, will I be able to get it all the way up there? No. So it seems like you can only do 2 meters a time. Plus a little bit. Yeah. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, sorry guys, this is taking me quite some time. I'm obviously not very good at building fences. Big. And then, where am I going to put the gate? Habitat gate. There.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, let's select the habitat barrier and then jump into barrier editing mode.
There we go. Is that what I need? Or is it the top bit? Settings. Wait, no. It's got to be that, right?
Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by selecting fence segments one by one, or select one and hold to use the multi-select mode.
Ah. Oh, okay, that's much more handy. Damn. And then what? How do I do it? Yeah, I've highlighted. Wait, no. So how do I increase the height? Oh, square at the bottom. Okay, so if I do... Right, I understand you. That'll do.
Now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
But I do want to... Sorry, I need to just edit the barrier again. Wait. What? There you go. Cool. Well, I don't want that bit to be glass. How do I... This is really quite... I don't think I can change those. I think it's what it's telling me. Okay, so I think if I get rid of these, and then there we go. Aha! Okay, it's going to have to go on the path, I think.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
I agree, Nance.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Will it be this one? Right. Oh my god, look at the shine!
This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
I'm assuming you want me to do calm water, right?
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Now, what do I need? Frozen blood pumpkin. And a rubbing pad, which I think would be really cool against the rock.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Do we want it so that... Wait a minute. Where's the opening? Oh, it's there. Now, if I put that there and the guests can still see in, does that matter? Okay. Where are these animals? Where are they? I want my tigers! I want my tigers! Oh, I've got it on pause, that's why. Where are me? I think they... Is this them? Yeah, this is them. Okay. So is this right? Hello, Mr. Tiger.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Rightio. Head over to the Terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about different types of terrain.
So not
That'll
enough
tell you
soil.
what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
What do they want? Soil light. Wait, can I not? Do I have to do this like manually? Okay, so we got enough. Right, so do I just want to give them loads of soil? Oh, can I actually? No, wait. I want the tiger up. So if I do that, no. But how do I? Nope. Aha! Okay, I've got it. There we go. Yes! Okay, so they want more grass short. So if I put that over here.
Right
There we
then.
go.
All animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. Well, you know, deserts, savannas, Eurasia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
I'm pretty sure it's done it for me.
Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite
Tree.
right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes.
Bang.
You can remove them if you want.
Oh, okay.
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Oh, that's cool. Right, that's quite handy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know there's not enough plants, but surely you want the right plants. Now I can get you all the pretty plants. Big. A banana palm. Here you go, Mr. Tiger. Take that. You want some coconuts? I got a lovely pair of coconuts. I'm assuming that goes in the water, I think. And then I'll put one over here. And then we'll put that in the middle. I am very much liking this. I am not going to lie. And I'll put that on there. dear. Okay, well, we're going to put this over here. So we've got some cheese. What are these? Why don't we give them a nice bit of shade? There we go. I'll just hide that a little bit. Oh my god! Bamboo! Bamboo, bamboo, bamboo!
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
Why can't I get enough
Oh,
coverage?
but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Okay. So I need some more plants.
Right. Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
No. I want to sort this out. Sorry. Can I duplicate it? Oh, fine. Okay. Well, why don't you go drink some water then? I've got you some water. Okay. Alright, fine. I think we need to go deal with whatever's going on. I'm not sure I can... It doesn't seem to want to let me do what I want to do.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
There you go, there's one.
Expand their social welfare and we can get a bit more detail. Now they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Head over to the social tab to see what's wrong.
Phil. Phil.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
Okay. Adopt that one, adopt that one, adopt that one. And adopt that one.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Where's the snow leopard? I can't seem to find the snow leopard. Is that it? No, that's the hippos. Oh, wait, there we go. Sneaking in.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Edit the barrier.
Of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot, even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at
I'm
the
ahead of you
temperature
here,
in the
Nance.
leopard's habitat. As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Here we go. I think.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Is that my snow leopard?
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers.
Oh
or
my
heaters.
God, you look
but
awful.
Now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Yeah, but the problem is, I want to slit the snow leopard. How do I get the snow leopard? Aha! Here we go. Too much of that. Not enough snow. Let's try and get rid of the grass. Make it happy. There we go.
All of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should head to the animal section of the zoo management screen.
I'm already on it, Nance. I'm already on it. Okay.
As you can see, this list shows you the animal's overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate tool. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Alright, okay, I can do that. So, I need... How do I know whether welfare is high enough? I mean, they all look alright. You don't. What's bothering you? Enrichment. So you want some enrichment. And then, what are we looking for? We're looking for giraffes. G. Where is the G? Oh my god, what's it called? What kind of giraffe is it? A reticulated giraffe. Fine. Uh-oh. Oh no, I've got posters. Protesters, not posters. Okay. I'm just gonna give them everything. How are you doing now? Yes! Right, you're up and running. Oh my god! You have a... I mean, like, literally, you have a lake. Fine. We'll give you something else. Food and water. There we want to change species. To Bengal tiger. Alright, let's just put a water pipe in then. So you're okay. Is it you that's not happy? Why? Right, okay, great. Drink. Ah! Right. Where are the protesters? Go away. How do I get rid of the protesters? How do what? Where are the protesters? Go away! Oh, you're kids. Are you protesters? I've sorted them. I mean, that one looks kind of like it's died, but we'll ignore that. Okay, so you need more enrichment. What are you? Sorry. You're a... Oh my god, you're an alder bear. Where are we going? Alder bear, giant tortoise. Fruit spike tree. And then if we give you a toy. How about this? Rubber duck. Oh, come on. We'll go for a herb scent marker then. No items there. Are we good now? Do you need another one? I'll give you that as well. Okay. So, who isn't green? Who's not green? I think everyone's green. So, average habitat species, great. I'm at 89%. So, who looks lowest? I'd have to say the savannah elephants. It's got to be the savannah elephants. Where? Right, how do I find the savannah elephants? Oh, that might be good. Except it doesn't really help that much. Okay, that's not helped. How do I find the elephants? Found the elephants. Easy. You need... African savannah elephants. Ba-bang!
Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours.
Thanks, Nance.
There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Bang! Yes, guys!
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a Foxy coffee. As strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet.
Whoa.
I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
That is cool. Guys, we're in and we're cracking with Planet Zoo. Please do subscribe to EdR Gaming if you have not. I'm going to go and explore in some more of these random buildings. In the next episode, we'll probably do the next tutorial and find out what is going to happen, because there's so much more stuff that I really don't know what's going on. So guys, please do come back for more Planet Zoo, and we'll see what Benny's got in store for us. So, cheers guys.